DOS is a term that's commonly used a lot because of one of the most common type of attacks that are used to sort of take networks down. DOS attacks are denial of service attacks, so they try and stop a network service running properly. And the way they do that is by literally just sending way too many requests to it. Basically, in a nutshell, when you're doing a DOS attack, whoops, that's not working properly. There we go. So with a DOS attack, you will have, say, a server. Let's say that it's, I think I've gone over this before, but Xbox Live, and you're connecting to it through the internet. So there could be millions and millions of people connecting to it from all over the world. So with computers everywhere, or Xboxes or whatever. So there's literally millions of people connecting to it. And obviously, when somebody sends data down to Xbox Live, this goes, okay, I've received your request. I'm now going to send you a reply back. And it will. It'll send a reply back that goes back up and sort of establishes a connection. And then, obviously, these happy people that are in this one can play games. With a DOS attack, what will happen is that um, it will keep sending requests to the server millions and millions of times if it can, and the server's like try and say okay, 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 but then the problem is because there's too many, it basically has too many requests to deal with. So when there's too many requests going, it then sort of freezes because it's like there's too many requests. I can't do this, and then the entire server will just literally just shut down, and therefore everybody else on the network will, or what's connected to it, not on a network. It depends on how it works, but if it's going over the internet, all of them will lose connection because obviously the server's gone just completely kaput. Um, because of that, there is another one called distributed DOS. So distributed just means that it can use a botnet of millions of computers rather than just one, or devices. So instead of just having one computer do it, you can get a lot of other devices to do it. And attackers usually take over a lot of different machines in order to do so. So that's why it's called a botnet. You basically set up a lot of different robots slash bots that are all different computing devices, and you ram the server full of requests, and it just shuts down because it's too many requests for it to deal with. It's a computer itself, so if it has too many requests, it doesn't know how to deal with it, and it just stops. It's basically like if you try to um, run a game on your PC and then you open another game, then you open another game, but you open them all at the same time. So if you try to open a million games at once on your PC, it's just going to crash. Same for a server. If it tries to do the same thing at this like all at the same time, it will just crash because it doesn't know what to do because there's too many things happening. That's why it's called a denial of service. So there's your definition of botnet. I'm not going to go over what it is because it is there and you can read it on either the video or on my PowerPoint that I'll put up. But that's basically how DOS works.